You, 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 you. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Now, look, man. I hate to say that I told you so, but I told you so. You know what I'm saying? I think what happens a lot of times when people do these videos and stuff like that, sometimes I think the comprehending skills, and it's no disrespect, but it's either comprehending skills or it's agendas going on when people are doing videos pertaining to male and female marriage or dating, things like that. That's just why I'm not too big on a lot of women getting up on here bashing men on who they want to date, this, that, and the third, or guys doing it neither. You know what I'm saying? Every girl ain't shit and da 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 and da 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 and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too big on that at the end of the day because both male and female need each other. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And, that's the way it's always going to be. But at the end of the day, I told y'all, man. I told y'all, man. Back in 2016, Jada Pickett says her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. Okay. Now, what was the reason for the separation? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do not know. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm in the household or know what's going on at the end of the day. But what I will say, back in that Red Table Talks, everybody was acting as if Will Smith was sitting there allowing Jada Pickett Smith to, kind of throw this stuff in his face and how he didn't know. When she told him that, what did Will Smith tell her? I was done with your ass. That's what he told her. I remember doing the videos, and then when I'm listening to other people's videos and stuff, I'm like, why are people acting like, you know, she cheated on this man with Alice Agus? Obviously, Will didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith did not care. They was going through a separation. They probably staying in the same crib for the kids and shit like that, but they just wasn't messing with each other. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They pretty much was like parenting roommates. Okay, and that can happen. You know what I'm saying? That can definitely happen. I've had that happen with myself, with me and my baby mother. At the end of the day, you kind of know when the relationship is just not where it needs to be, and something must change. So either one of us is going to change, or confirm, bend the knee at the end of the day, or at the end of the day, this thing is pretty much over with, or we both walk away and do our own things. You know what I'm saying? Move on in life. So at the end of the day, for whatever their separation was, it is what it is. As far as Jada Pickett Smith, the thing that's weird about a lot of this is her talks for Tupac. You know what I mean? Recently, we'll kind of go over that, but recently she, was talking about Tupac and all this whole other stuff, and she gets so emotional with talking about this. What makes me think that maybe she never really loved Will Smith as much as, like I said, I don't hear her talk these great things about Will Smith and find herself getting emotional about Will Smith like this. And this is the father of her children. This is somebody that she's been with for years, you know what I'm saying? Up until this 2015 situation. So it's either the love is fake, but the hate is real, or, like I said, Jada Pickett Smith is just one of these kind of females at the end of the day that just, she's into the bad boy archetype. You know what I mean? The guy with the tattoos and, they got all the ladies and da 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 and, the bad boy kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And, that's just probably what she's into. A guy like Will, who's kind of a square dude, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finding Will getting in no bullshit like that. Will might slap somebody at the end of the day, but Will don't have the persona of the tough guy image, even though Will Smith, he ain't no bitch though neither. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so it is what it is. But I told y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? These two have been separated for a long time. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. So I don't understand why everybody was shaming Will, you know what I'm saying, during this situation. Because it like I stated in the video, it was obvious, it wasn't like he was just finding that out. Like he was like, look, man, I've been like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was already done with your ass, you know what I'm saying? Now, back in 2015, is when her and August Alsina met. This is when they first, came in contact with each other. So obviously it had to be some time up into the separation to where the point she started actually dealing with August Alsina. This is why you have the pictures of the two being together on the red carpet or whatever event that they was at, because they were dating at that time. You know what I'm saying? Jada Pickett Smith is a cougar. She put that cougar cat on that man, and that man running around talking about, I ain't never had a love like that in my life. You know what I'm saying? She put that cougar power on that young man. You know what I'm saying? Young man couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? She put that power, put that pow on that man like that. That young man couldn't handle all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had love like that in my life. You know what I'm saying? How Jada Pickett Smith feel about Tupac is how motherfucking August Alsina feel about goddamn Jada Pickett Smith. That nigga still low-key in love. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But as far as Will Smith and Jada Pickett Smith goes, sometimes stuff like this happens, especially in Hollywood. You see a lot of this stuff happen in Hollywood where, the two may not even really be fucking with each other like that, but they stay together based on, business at the end of the day. Some of these couples are really in love and stuff like that. And you're like, and depending on what your motives are at the end of the day, there would be no way in hell that you could ever fall out of love. But, maybe y'all could take some time off, this, that, and the third. But when you having kids and stuff like that, some of our aunties and uncles done been in grandmas and moms and dads done been in relationships for 15 plus years. And, they only really stayed together just based off the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I've been through it. I've seen it happen in my family. I'm pretty sure you've seen it happen in your family, or if you didn't see it happen in your family, you've seen it happen with somebody that you know, or maybe, a friend of yours or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a coach, maybe this, maybe that, you know what I mean? Who done told you these kind of things, maybe. So, it kind of is what it is. But, as you come down here, you see Jada Pickett Smith. See Jada Pickett Smith. She initially thought the Oscar slap was a skit. Now, what's interesting about that is that they actually is a skit of that. So it makes me kind of rethink that whole slap situation, because when you look at the skit, I don't know, this must have been on a movie or something, but dude really got up and slapped the comedian dude. We're talking about his wife, and did exact same thing that Will Smith did. So I don't know if that was, it could have been real. Maybe Will acted a little bit too whatchamacallit and actually slapped the hell out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? But anyway, she was there. She was like, there's no way Will would hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I realized it wasn't a skit. Now, here's what's funny about that is that, that's the same exact way as I'm about to show y'all right now.
The thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So
this is why they say the entanglement. This is the whole entanglement situation. The entanglement. So, like I said, they was parenting roommates at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Still keeping, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a bean pie with you. As far as for the kids, that's a good thing to have. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, they're gonna do their own thing, whatever. But we still gonna keep it together for the kids. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get out here and you know actually file for divorce and stuff like that. But we ain't fucking with each other right now. It is what it is. But what's candid about this is that, like I said, she's still talking about they've been separated since 2016. You know what I'm saying? They keep bringing Jada Pickett Smith up, and every time, for her, her little 15 minutes of fame, it's about an entanglement. It's about her being separated from Will Smith, and they've been separated for this long, and all this whole other stuff. And when he got up and slapped Chris Rock like that, I don't even know why he did it. Once again, she throwing Will right underneath the bus. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Jada. I was shocked to hear him say that I was his wife. Jada, seriously? Like, come on, Jada, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Jada. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, you're kind of just clout chasing Will. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a shame, really. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not clout chasing Will and putting Will on a pedestal on how much of a great man that he is. He really don't get in no trouble like that. Da 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 da. You almost standing on the man's shoulders and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Will's been getting a lot of backlash lately. Anytime with the Chris Rock situation, anytime it pertained to you, the internet wants make people to believe that Will is some kind of suck ass dude and shit like that. But like I said, he handled the shit. He not running around on social media doing, airing her out and, Jada Pickett this and Jada Pickett that. At least Will has enough sense not to get out here and lay all the dirty laundry out. You know what I'm saying? He just let things go through in the cut. He ain't have to write no book to try to get some money or whatever the case may be or get some attention. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing I don't like what Jada Pickett Smith is doing, but maybe Will is co-signing the shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Only way we would know for real is if Will's to speak. You know what I'm saying? If Will is to speak on the manners or how he feels about Jada Pickett coming out and writing books. It's one thing, to be friends in Hollywood and, you telling other people our business and people are coming to me, asking me about this kind of stuff when we trying to work on a film or work on a business deal. They asking me, yeah, man, I heard about your wife told so-and-so. She told Beyonce that, y'all ain't been together since da-da-da-da. Well, what's going on, man? Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So, but you run into the world telling the world this shit, Craig. This is shameful. You know what I'm saying? This is actually shameful. You shaming this man at all costs. You making Will seem like his love wasn't shit. Every time you turn around, you talking about goddamn Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, Tupac been dead since 96. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still trying to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild. You know what I mean? And it's just like I said, it's almost like a slap in the face to Will Smith every time. She really has, I don't think I've ever seen Jada Pickett Smith really like raise awareness about how much of a great guy Will Smith is. It probably won't be until like Will Smith is like dead or something to where the point she want to run around, and if she's still living, that she want to run around and talk about how much of a great man Will Smith was. It's like, damn, you can't get that man his flowers while he living. You know what I'm saying? You giving everybody else they flowers. You know what I'm saying? You giving Tupac his flowers. You still giving him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just think it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. I just don't like that shit she's doing. But anyway, let's let it keep going.
Year 2016, which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most.
All right, so
that I
that's her talking about that. Let me see something real quick. Hold up. All right. Let me come down here. All right, so this is the skit joint I was talking about.
Comedian, Elijah, you know how it is. No disrespect, Angela, you're gorgeous.
I said keep my wife's name out your mouth.
They had us all fooled.
Off to the ball. Oh, what's this? Elijah taking the stage.
Elijah Lewis just slapped the heck out of me.
All right, and ain't that what you know what I mean? So part of that makes me think, man, maybe that shit might have been staged. So, if people were saying that it was staged back then and this, that, and the third, hey, they might have been hitting on something because, that is exactly the way it was, and that's the same exact way that she had that reaction to that. You know what I mean? I just want to come up here real quick. Hold up. You know what I mean? Now, this is in 97. You know what I'm saying? All these are, somebody put this collage together that Jada Pickett Smith never truly loved